Sometimes, when I'm not doing anything in particular, I notice the space between breaths. Not the inhale, not the exhale. Just that quiet moment where nothing seems to be happening, and yet something is present. Time doesn't really move there. Thoughts don't rush in. It's almost like reality briefly forgets to perform. I don't know what that is. I'm not even sure it matters. But it feels honest. There's something everyone experiences. You're walking, or driving, or just scrolling, and suddenly you realize you don't remember the last few seconds. Your body moved, your eyes were open, but you weren't really there. We call it autopilot, habit, distraction. But just sit with that for a moment. If life can continue without your attention, then what exactly is attention doing when it is here? I might be wrong, but that question doesn't feel casual. It feels personal. This is where an old story serves, not as history, not as philosophy, but more like a mirror. The Katha Upanishad. It begins with a boy, a child really, named Nachiketa. He watches his father perform a sacred ritual, something deeply respected. But something feels off. The offering is empty. The intention feels mechanical, robotic. So the boy asks a dangerous question. Who am I being given to? Not metaphorically, literally. And that one question sets everything in motion. Nachiketa comes face to face with Yama, the Lord of Death. Not dramatically, there's no running or screaming. He's just present. And Yama, death itself, listens. He offers Nachiketa choices, pleasure, long life, power, knowledge, everything we usually chase. And the boy says no. Not because those things are bad, but because they don't answer his original question. That part unsettles me, because it suggests something quietly radical, that most of what we want isn't wrong. It's just irrelevant to the deepest question we avoid. The Upanishad doesn't explain reality. Itu ses images, like a chariot. The body is the chariot. The senses are the horses pulling it. The mind holds the reins, trying to steer. And the rider, the passenger inside, is something else. Not the body, not the senses, not even the thoughts. Something that uses them. When I first heard that, I didn't feel enlightened. I felt displaced. Because if I'm not the body, and I'm not the mind, then what exactly am I? This is where a tradition like Sanatana Dharma doesn't force belief. It offers maps. Not the territory itself, but just a way to orient your attention. It says there is something deeper than your waking state, deeper than dreaming, and even deeper than deep sleep. Something that doesn't come and go. Sometimes it's called Atman, the self. But the word isn't important. The recognition is, think about it. Think about it. You were present as a child. You were present yesterday. You are present now, while everything else changed. Their body ahead, their personality shifted, memories faded and formed. But something stayed, quiet, unmoving, always here. This is where it can get uncomfortable. The text suggests that suffering doesn't come from pain, but from misidentification, from gripping the reins of the mind too tightly, from letting the horse's hours and seize aside the direction of our life, pulling us toward every fleeting desire and away from every minor discomfort. Notice your body right now. You didn't design these sensations. You didn't approve each heartbeat, each breath that are happening inside your awareness, your thoughts, too. They appear. They disappear. You didn't schedule them in your calendar. They just show up. So the text asks, very softly, if everything you experience is something you can observe, then what is doing the observing? This is the core of it. The Upanishad says the deepest truth is hidden by its nose. It's like searching for your glasses while you're wearing them. You don't see the seer, you don't hear the hearer, you don't know the knower as an object, because it is the subject of all objects. And maybe that's why the mind keeps missing it, because the mind only knows how to look outward, to analyze, to label, to categorize things it can perceive. It can't turn around and look at the source of perception itself. When I sit with this, something strange happens. The more I try to grasp it intellectually, the further away it feels. It becomes just another concept. But when I stop trying, when I just relax and let go of the effort, there's a quiet familiarity. Not an answer, but a recognition. It's almost like remembering something I never learned in the first place. And that unsettles me. Because if this awareness is already here, already watching, already complete and whole, Then who exactly is this person inside my head trying so hard to become something? Who is this me that feels anxious, that strives for success, that worries about the future? I don't know where this leaves us. I don't even know if I've understood it correctly. So please, don't just believe me. Don't take any of this as truth. Just notice. Right now, in this moment, something is aware of these words. It's aware of the sound of my voice. It's aware of your own breath. It's aware of the quiet pause between your thoughts. And it isn't asking to be named. It isn't asking for anything at all. So I'll stop here, not as an ending, but just as a place to leave the question hanging in the air. If death itself stood before you and asked who you are, beyond your name, your job, your memories, what would you answer? Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more thoughts like this. See you next time.